Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. Today we have our Aquapod out and we're ready to fill it with water because it's a hot day and we can lie in the Aquapod to cool us off. And there's Daniel Tiger and his family. They're going to lay in the Aquapod too. We have many different fish inside the Aquapod in all different colors. These little ones have tails that move. And down here are larger ones that are quite squishy. Let's shake them towards the opening and pull one out of the hole. I can squeeze it with my finger and thumb. Let's get a little one. This is made of hard plastic. See how the tail goes back and forth. We're ready to take our Aquapod outside. But before we do, I want to put our atomic bouncy ball in the Aquapod. It has green, yellow, orange, and red bumps on it. Tiny Treasures, can you show our fans how this bouncy ball works? We'll pop it in the hole. And we'll see if it floats or sinks. Outside, we find the hose. It's time to turn the water on and start filling the Aquapod. Doesn't take long before the fish start to float. After a few minutes, our Aquapod is already halfway full. Can anyone spot our atomic bouncy ball? Let's look around. And is it going to float or sink? Maybe over here? Oh, I've spotted it. It is definitely floating. Watch what happens when Tiny Treasure smacks the ball with their hand. It bounces to the bottom and floats back up to the top. So relaxed. Daniel Tiger and his family are cooling off on the Aquapod. But Tiny Treasures has been patiently waiting for their turn to lay on the Aquapod. Okay, Tiny Treasures, it's your turn. And thank you so much for coming to Tiny Treasures. Please subscribe to our videos. Goodbye.
Tiny Treasures and Toys. Please subscribe.
Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. Today the kids are on the beach having fun stacking rocks. And it looks like others have stacked rocks too. We have our Bluey toys, but Bluey is hiding. Where did she go? I see a little piece of our Bluey figure right here. Hi, Bluey. Bluey and her family are off to find a waterfall today, and we're going to have some fun with our toys in water. Standing in front of a beautiful waterfall is so peaceful. There isn't much water falling down, and it's just a little stream at the bottom. Look at that rock. What shape is it? It looks like a square. I can get close enough to the waterfall that I can stand right underneath and feel a little bit of mist fall on my face. It's like little water slides everywhere for our toys. We're going to let Bluey and her family we slide down the waterfall into the stream, and the kids are going to catch the toys down below. Bluey's dad goes first. Next, we are going to have Chili go. Oh, she got stuck. Let's give her a little push. Next is Bingo. And finally, Bluey. Now it's time for the little stream float down to the kids standing on the rocks. The kids have to be quick. Good job. Now let's put Bingo down the stream. Remember, tiny fans, water safety is very important. Anytime you're playing around water, make sure you have a responsible adult watching you. And thank you so much for coming to Tiny Treasures. Please subscribe to our videos. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. Today we have a new Teletubbies toy. It's the water-filled playmat with floating characters inside. You can hop up and down and splash the water without making a mess because it stays inside the mat. Let's open it up and see what it looks like. It's all tightly folded. This must be the back of the mat. It's quite large. The mat says Teletubbies, and there's splotches of tubby custard inside the mat. A big pink splotch says Tubby Time. And where are the Teletubbies? They're all stuck together in the corner. By the time we put the water in, they will probably separate. This is the hole we will pour the water into. Hold this way to fill water. This is the top. The power went out, so it's quite dark. We're going to have to use our flashlight to be able to see what we're doing. Excuse me, kitty. We need to use the sink and we don't want to get you wet. Cats don't like water at all. We push down the little tab and the water pours in. We don't want to put too much in or it might pop the mat. We've inflated the edge and added just the right amount of water. We filled it to the line that says maximum water fill line. Here's the valve where I blew air into the outer edge. Now it's time to have some tubby time. Do you know which Teletubby this is? He's purple and he is Tinky Winky. Who's over here? She's red and the smallest Teletubby. It's Po, and she loves to swim in the mat. And who's up here? It's Dipsy. Looks like he has his arms out for a hug. He's stuck to Noonan. we've got to try and unstick them. And there is Lala. Ayo. Now all we need to do is get Nunu unstuck from Dipsy. Nunu is free at last, and he loves floating in the water. Uh-oh, guess who's noticed the mat? It's Kitty. She sees the water splashing around. We need to make sure she doesn't come on the mat. Her claws could put holes in the toy, and then it could get ruined. I'm splashing on the mat with my feet, just like the picture on the box. Po wants a turn too. She likes to hop up and down. But wait a minute. Look at what Kitty's doing. She found the box. Cats love boxes, and she's trying to fit inside. But it's just too small, Kitty. At least she's not near the mat now. Po is ready to jump. And thank you so much for coming to Tiny Treasures. Please subscribe to our videos. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. Today we're going to have fun with our Teletubbies Weebles. And we unfortunately are missing one of our important Teletubbies, Tinky Winky. But we have Po, Lala, and Dipsy. We also have our Weebles treehouse, where the Teletubbies will go up and up and up and over. But we don't want the Teletubbies to fall onto the ground, so we are going to fill this blue pool up with water, and they're going to splash into the pool. Let's fill our pool with water. Now the question is, will the Teletubbies still wobble in the water? Up goes Po. Next is Lala. And Dipsy is last. Let's turn the handle, and they will plop into the water one at a time. Oh, look who's discovered the pool. It's Kitty. Look, the Weebles still wobble in the water, but not as much, because water is more dense than air, and it takes more energy for the Weebles to move in water. It's time to come out. You're first, Dipsy. Oops! Oh, you're a little slippery. There we go. Sorry about that, Dipsy. Put you on the drying mat. And now it's Lala's turn. Eeyoo! And Po. And now they can wobble in the air. And thank you so much for coming to Tiny Treasures. Please subscribe to our videos. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. It's pool time with the Teletubbies. They're all in line for the slide. Po is going first. She's a bit scared, but Lala knows she can't push Po. That wouldn't be safe. They're very patient and wait for Po to go when she is ready. Only one Teletubby toy can go down at a time. Whee! Splash! Po gets out of the way. It's safe to go now, Lala. The pool is clear. Po is sitting on the step. Whee! Lala stands by Po. Tinky Winky looks to make sure everything is clear. Dipsy decides to go on the diving board instead. Boing, boing, boing. It's time for the Teletubbies to have a shower. The shower's not working. Lala knows. We must push the handle down. They each take turns having a shower. I see a special friend who is about to jump up onto our set, tiny fans. It's Kitty, of course, and whenever we have water around, Kitty likes to check it out. Are you going to have a drink, Kitty? We make sure our pets have fresh water every day. Water is so important for us and animals too. If Kitty doesn't get enough fresh water, she can get sick. And don't worry, tiny fans, there's no chlorine in this pool water, so it's safe for Kitty to drink. If you're ever swimming in a pool, make sure you don't drink the water. It can be full of chemicals. After the pool, the Teletubbies munch on organic popcorn and drink some sparkling orange juice on their favorite blanket while watching the Teletubbies movie. And thank you so much for coming to Tiny Treasures. Please subscribe to our videos. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. Today is another day of paddleboarding and kayaking. We're on a private little beach with a huge log in the water. And there's Elmo, Big Bird, Grover, and Oscar. They're going for a little dip in the water today. Can you hear the sound of the birds? It's absolutely peaceful over here. Poppy loves to ride on my paddleboard. He even has his own life jacket. It's the same color as my paddleboard, blue and black. I'm going to put Puppy in the water, cool him off before we head back. Once dogs get out of the water, they shake to get the water off their bodies. We found something quite interesting on the beach. It's a rock formation, a big rock in the center, and a bunch of smaller rocks around it. This one was split in half, and it looks like a crystal. It's probably quartz. That's a type of crystal. Let's put the rock back where it belongs. We're ready to leave the beach. We zip up and buckle up our life jackets, grab our paddles, and what are we forgetting, tiny fans? Our toys! They're still floating in the water. Do we have everyone? There's Oscar and Big Bird. Oh, Big Bird! It looks like you've lost one of your feathers. It's floating in the lake. Elmo, and finally Grover. I line the toys up on my paddleboard. Now it's time for me to put my life jacket on. It's bright pink in color. Even though I'm a strong swimmer, it's important for me to wear a life jacket whenever I'm out in the water. Poppy is excited to get paddleboarding again. He's my little buddy. He loves to be with me at all times. He loves to look at the ducks and the fish jumping in the water. And when we get closer to shore on the other side, I put him in the water so he can have a little swim and a cool off. There you go, puppy. We're almost home. And thank you so much for coming to Tiny Treasures. Please subscribe to our videos. Goodbye.
Tiny treasures and toys. Please subscribe. Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. Today the Bluey family are going to the pool.
All right, let's get in the car.
All right, does everyone have their seatbelts on? Yes, we do, Mom.
Then let's hit the road. Almost there.
We're here.
Now let's just park. Beep, beep.
This place is the coolest.
It sure is, honey.
All right, are you guys ready to get into the pool? Yep. Can I change into my swimsuit first? Of course. You can go change in the Jeep. Okay, be right back. I'm all set. You look great, honey. Thanks, Mom. Let's get in the pool. Yay! Now, there's a large pool and a smaller pool. Which pool do you guys want to go in first? Definitely the big pool. All right, then let's hop in. Whee! This is the best. Careful, honey. This is so much fun.
Don't splash me, honey.
Why don't we go to the smaller pool now? It looks very, very nice. All right, let's go. Isn't this nice? It sure is. Can I go on the diving board? Please, I'll be careful. I suppose that's all right. Yay, I get to watch Sissy on the diving board. You stay back here, honey. All right, I'm going up the ladder. Be careful, honey. I will. Whee! That was so much fun. You sure you don't want to try, sis? Maybe I'll give it one try. It's really fun. All right, honey, we're watching. Okay. Whee! That was lots of fun. You were right.
Yep, that was looking amazing. All right, girls, well, we better get home. I'm getting pretty hungry, aren't you guys?
Yes, starving. Yeah. All right, let's go. And thank you for coming to Tiny Treasures. Goodbye. If you'd like to watch more of Kitty, then you can go to our other channel, My Little Dog Joey. Thank you.